less heralded, but still, we don't know much about him. Defensive ends in the transfer portal from Jacksonville State, and DJ Coleman.
Yeah, this is a kid who just announced today that he was going in the transfer portal. He's a big kid too. He's 6'6", 245, 250. He wreaked havoc against Florida State when Jacksonville State beat Florida State last year. And he's a guy who has size on the edge and, predictable skill as well. You can't just be, tall and that's all, that's, maybe at the back end of a basketball roster, there's somebody who's just 7'3", and we just kind of run him out there to, get 5 fouls or whatever it is. But there's a guy who can play. And exactly. Fresh 3.5-4.2, Coleman from Jacksonville State. Exactly. To the prior comment from Mr. HD, I believe it is. Yeah, Miami is hitting the transfer portal hard because the staff knows how they want the roster to be built. And the way to get it built that way right now is through the portal. And then over time, you can do that just through normal recruiting and then just a sprinkle of, just a sprinkle of transfer portal guys, one here and one there. But, in the immediate time frame, to reshape the roster, that's what it's going to have to be. And I'm fine with that, definitely looking at Coleman, looking at Messidor. And again, we've already brought in multiple guys on the defensive side. And also, Frank Ladson on the offensive side of the ball. And Henry Parrish, and Isaac Sopolagu from out that way, and Jonathan Dennis, South Dade's own, who played in high school with Frank Ladson and Tyreek Stevenson before Stevenson went to South Ridge. Offensive lineman who signed with Oregon is in the transfer portal. Like I said, he's from Homestead South Dade Senior High School. He played in high school with 2 guys on the roster. Keyshawn Washington was at that same school. So he played with at least 3 guys on the roster currently in high school. He went in the portal, and the coach that he signed with and the offensive line coach that he, worked under now are here back at the crib. 2 + 2 = 4. It would be a shock of all shocks if Jonathan Dennis went anywhere other than Miami as a transfer portal player. But yeah, that's 5 players that I've mentioned just today that we're chasing. 3 at the current time, in addition to the other 5 or so that we've already got through the transfer portal. So yeah, definitely looking to change the roster in the trenches that way and moving from there.
And just to give folks an idea on the prospects concerning Jonathan Dennis, the 2020 class committed to Oregon the previous summer, 14th rated guard in the country coming out of high school. So nothing to sneeze at there. Roughly top 50 player in the state of Florida, roughly top 300 player, 317 in the composite from South Dade High School, as you mentioned, from Homestead, Florida.